La lo, lo lo, lo 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 lo, lo 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 lo, lo 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 lo. It's August 9th. How was the portal? The 8-8 portal. Keep in mind that this is still open, and I think it's going to be probably towards of the month. You get this morning. I actually woke up at 3. However, I did go to sleep really early. I had a very decent sleep. I listened to my favorite influencer this morning. I'm not going to give any names. I refrained from making any comments because I'm not sure what's going on. People always take my comments wrong. Grace to this soul. And this morning, while I was crocheting, when I do things like these, crocheting, cleaning, that type of thing is like active meditation. It's almost like multitasking, and I can tell you I hate the word multitasking because it is used in the corporate world where they use that to make you work. It's hiding the fact that they suck you dry of everything you have. I had this huge revelation listening to her today, and I send my love to her, even though she doesn't know who I am. I know she's gonna feel it. I just know. I forgot to introduce myself, ravings from a lunatic. Considering that I rested well, I was less irritable, less impulsive. I get triggered, and impulsivity sort of takes over. And this is something that I really dislike because even though I don't think I'm blowing up majorly, I'm still blowing up, and I don't like that when you are tired. And this brings me to this idea of everybody is working 24/7. And especially when somebody is asking you to be flexible. Flexible with what? Your health? Your life? Your private life is being influenced by something that is flexible? It sounds good on paper? The connection is as follows. If you do not have enough rest and a consistent program, you go to sleep, let's say, in my case now, I'm noticing I have to go to sleep around 8 o'clock. Yes, like a chicken. 8, 8:39. Sometimes I stay longer, and then I regret it. So I woke up at 3 this morning, and I really feel recharged. And listening to this girl, I realized my mistake on my last video. Plus, I was mentioning Atlantis. What do you know? I found in my bookcase a book that I did read years. I don't think I finished it because I was stressed. That seems to be a trend. And that brings me back to what I was trying to say about the being consistent, having a schedule. You don't want your body to be in constant jet lag. For instance, something that really bothers me is how doctors and people in emergency services are forced to work 24-hour shifts. They're performing something so important. How can you have somebody who has so much influence, input? They need to be all there, not sleep deprived, not confused. Their brain has to be clear and not foggy. How can you do that if you work 2 shifts back to back? What are they taking? Are they taking a lot of caffeine? They shouldn't be doing that because that clouds the judgment. I can't see someone being able to operate properly if they did not have their rest. I guess this is a sort of an excuse for myself for not. It's called The Children of the Law of One and the Lost Teachings of Atlantis. I have to apologize if you're going to hear a lot of noises. I have absolutely no control over that. I went past 7 in the morning, and after 7 there are constructions going on all around me. Yesterday was absolutely unbelievable. The noise level was huge. But because I am not that stressed, I was able to tolerate it, which is awesome. However, if that comes through, my apologies. What I realized is you get tunnel vision when you are not rested. That's the main reason why we are constantly in this stress. We are put in this stress for a reason. It clouds judgment. My judgment was also clouded, and that's why I go back and I look and I listen to stuff that I say. It's not because I want a validation or something. I just want to see where I went the wrong way and backtrack and correct. Has to change for the right direction. I don't even like to say right or wrong. The common sense ground, the one that we seem to have lost. And it's not our fault, really. You're being overwhelmed and make us think we are all a bunch of thieves and criminals at large, or we are in the midst of. It makes you be so paranoid about some things that don't really exist. It's not normal occurrence. Thank you if you are still around. I tend to over talk because my mind takes me places and then I'm afraid I'm going to forget. The point is, I was focusing on this lady who has like 250,000 subscribers, and the things she's promoting are really off the top. And I was thinking, I'm going to have to make a video on that, and I realized she's not the only one. And also, she's not the problem. Really. She's doing a job, not the only one, and she's not really the problem. The problem is our perception. We are the ones responsible what we let in to our brain, into our hearts, especially when it comes to opinions, and you are vulnerable and you just seek things to help you. What she's tuning into is distorted divine masculine. Nothing to do with that. I got targeting someone in particular is not going to fix things. What we need to target is the audience, the ones who seek help, seek support. They are vulnerable at a time in their lives when they feel defeated, and because we were taught to look outside of ourselves, we look at synchronicities, and the idea is as we are responsible what we take in. Stay away from people who try to convince you of something that you feel 100% has nothing to do with you, and someone is trying to tell you, well, you know, you're at fault, poking at my nerves. In this society, when we go for solutions, we need to go to where the impact is the most felt. And going after Karen's, Linda's, and bad light. I mean, why somebody would say, Karen. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Why would you do that? You have some other choices. In naming someone in a derogatory mode, if you really want to, we need to go to the most impactful solution. Means perception, our perception of things, and pointing out things that are not okay. And if you feel that in your heart, 100% being honest about it, if you know that is wrong, you need to express yourself, regardless of the consequences. Everybody is so focused nowadays on being politically correct that it political correct has replaced common sense completely. Do not feel ashamed about it. Be ashamed when you know you're dealing with a pile of crap, bigger and bigger every day. A different day, bigger pile of that. I'm doing well. And an update on my quitting smoking. First step is to stop smoking in the apartment. I sleep from time to time, just a little bit. However, I'm going to cut that out completely, and my cat is running after something, so love you all. Take